Hey you guys, today we're going to make a beautiful DIY. We're going to go ahead and make this little half beaded chain, and we're going to do this little garland for just little projects like my Ray Dunn birdhouse. I have a couple of them. So I decided to go ahead and make one. I thought it would be great for summer, and this is a great idea, especially if you're doing a lemon theme or a bee theme. You're going to need some string of your choice. I'm going to go ahead and use burlap. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to make a little hoop. This is going to be a smaller garland, so make sure your hot glue gun is running. Make sure you have a pair of scissors, and let's get started. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is make a hoop, which I'm going to glue together. This is very easy to make. You got to make sure it is long enough to hold on to something in case you're going to tie it at the top, in case you're going to hang it. They're super cute and super easy to make, and they're one of my favorite displays now. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue just to glue it together to make sure that the string holds nice and tight, nothing big. I'm going to go ahead and press it down really fast just to press the string together, make sure it's locked. And once I have that, we're going to go ahead and make a knot. Now you can make as many knots as you want. 1 to 2 knots is perfect, just so the beads don't pass through. It's that easy. Go ahead and make a knot and pull it as tight as you can. See how easy that was? Now you can make as many as you want. 1 knot is really good. It's really all you need. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 just in case. And pull it as tight as you can. Now the string isn't that long. It's just half the size of a garland, just because I want it for my little Ray Dunn displays and my 2-tier trays. The next thing I'm using is this yellow paint. I'm going to go ahead and use this, and I'm also going to go ahead and use the white. So go ahead and grab some paint of your choice. I'm going to use the yellow and the white since this is for the summer. I'm telling you, this is perfect for your Ray Dunn displays. You're going to love it. I'm going to go ahead and grab the beads, and I'm going to put them at the end of a paintbrush. Look how easy that was. And that is one of my tricks that I love. It's a great tip. Go ahead and grab your beads and put them at the end of a paintbrush. It holds them well. They don't move. Easy to paint. Great tip. Now these beads are small. They are the smallest size I could find because I wanted them small. I didn't want them big for this since they are for my display. Even though they look big, they're really like small wood beads, and I love the size. Go ahead and paint them. Go ahead and paint them yellow, and I'm going to do white. So I'll be doing the opposite colors. And look how easy it grabs the paint. This is a great idea. Make sure you paint the top and the bottom. You don't want nothing to show. Give it 2 coats. That would be very perfect. So paint it twice and let it dry, like I'm doing. So I'm using 3 white beads and 3 yellow beads. So a total of 6 for this little display, and it came out perfect. Make sure you paint the top and bottom. It's super easy to do. Once you do it, trust me, you're gonna love it. Take your time. Make sure you paint the whole thing. And there you go. And allow it to dry in between paints. Make sure it's nice and dry before you get started, or you will paint the garland another color. Once you pull it off the stick, just go through the top and the bottom and make sure that it's well painted before you let it dry. And as you can see, look at how small the bead is compared to the ones I use for my other garland. The size is a little smaller. I'll go ahead and link the size down below in case you want to use the same size beads, but they are perfect for this little project. These little beads are adorable, and I love the size, especially for something this small. I'm just going to go ahead and repaint them again. Go ahead and take your time, especially with these little projects. Take your time and just paint them, let them dry. and go ahead and do the same thing. Look at how gorgeous they came out. Make sure your hot glue gun is running. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Comment down below if you have any questions. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'm going to leave my link down below. The next thing I'm going to repaint are the yellow. Go ahead and give them another coat in case they need them. Once they're dry, let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm going to start with the white, and then I'm going to add a yellow. So I'm going to do opposite colors, white, yellow, or you can start with yellow and do white, opposite colors. Anything of your choice. You can do it all yellow, you can do it all white. It's super easy. Go ahead and grab a color and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and do yellow, then add a white, then you yellow and add a white, and I will finish with a white. Pull it through the string and nice and slow. Make sure the paint is dry before you get started. You don't want the paint painting the string. And look at how easy they come out of the paint brushes, and then go ahead and just add them in there. Now, if you see that the little tip of it starts getting all sloppy, one great tip for this is grab your paintbrush. Grab your glue gun, add a little bit of glue, and close the tip down. And it's gonna close really smooth, and it's gonna allow for the wood bead just to slide in. This is a great tip. Actually, go ahead and do it so you won't have to do it later on. And it allows the beads to slide perfectly. You don't have to cut it. You don't have to do anything. And look at how adorable it's coming out already. Let's go ahead and put the paint away. We won't need it anymore. And let's get started on the next step. Now I'm going to go ahead and use this ribbon. And it's just a black and white ribbon that I'm going to use. I thought that would be very pretty to make the tassel. And I'm also going to use the burlap string. So go ahead and grab some burlap string. We're going to go around the whole hand. And I'm going to go around 25 to 30 times. So it's optional. It's up to you. You could do 25 to 30 times depending on how thick you want the tassel. I went around 25 times, and on some of them I went around 30. So just depending on how thick you need the tassel, go around 25 to 30 times. And once you're done, you're going to cut it off. You're going to go ahead and grab your ribbon. You're going to measure it. You're going to cut it. It's super easy. Look at how easy that was. And you're going to slide it off the fingers. You're going to go ahead and hold it together from the top. Grab a little piece of burlap string, and we're going to tie it together, and you're going to tie it as tight as you can. Super tight, the tightest you can. You don't want none of it moving. So go ahead and grab your string and tie it together as tight as you can. Super tight, like really tight. Once you get your hands on it, just pull it on both sides and tie it as tight as you can. And then go ahead and do it again. So do 2 to 3 knots on this before you cut it off. So just tie it super tight and then make another knot, and you should be ready. Now we're going to go ahead and seal this knot by adding a little bit of glue before we cut it off. So the glue is just going to seal the knot so it won't move. Once you got it nice and sealed, you're going to go ahead and cut it as short as you can without touching the knot. And there you go. You have the cutest little tassel, and we're almost done. Go ahead and put your string right through the hole, which it should be easy to go through. Take your time and just pull it. We're going to go ahead and make another knot. just to seal it shut. I don't want nothing moving. It's very easy. Go ahead and make a knot. Just look at my fingers. It's super easy. Make a knot. Just slide it through and then cut off any excess. Now, the excess thing I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it together. So don't get scared. We're just going to head and glue it and actually stick the rest of the rope inside the bead. So take your time with these projects. Don't get scared. Go ahead and take your time, figure it out. What's the best step for you? How easy it's going to be for you? How you can figure it out? How you can make it work? But yeah, go ahead and try all different kinds of things. You could glue it down. You can make a knot. You can hold it together. Anything that is simple for you and makes your DIY better, go for it. You see how I made a little knot? I'm just pulling on the string so the knot is as tight as it can get. And then I'm going to stick it right inside the bead. So that's all I'm doing is pulling it and figuring it out, cutting the string, seeing how much I need of it, how little I need of it, and just playing with it and adjusting it and making it work. Go ahead and grab your glue gun. As soon as you're ready, add a little bit of glue in there and just seal it shut. It's better if you use your glue. That way, once you seal it shut, nothing's going to move. Nothing's going to fall apart. You don't want to make one of these and have it just fall apart in case people touch it, in case you give it to someone. You want it to stay right where you left it and you don't want none of it to move. Now, when you're adding your glue gun, try not to add any to the bead just because it'll lose its shape and you don't want nothing messy. So make sure that once it's dry, you take away any excess glue and you get rid of it. And then there you go. You have a little tassel on the bottom of your mini wood garland. Grab your scissors. Let's go ahead and cut the bottom and just trim it as evenly as you can. And make sure you cut every piece. Go ahead and cut your ribbon down if it's too long. If you prefer it long, leave it like that. It's really optional. And you have a gorgeous mini wood garland ready for any Rae-Dunn display, ready for your two-tier tray, ready to hang anywhere you want, and it is gorgeous. All I'm gonna do is go through it, make sure I have every little piece where I want it, move it around, and it came out gorgeous. I hope you guys make one, and if you do, let me know. Tag me on Instagram. I would love to see what you add on the bottom of your garland. You can add anything you want. I decided to go with the ribbon since it is gorgeous. Now these things are easy to put on and easy to take off. So you can change them as often as you want, or you can move them around and you can display them wherever you want. Aren't they cute? I'm going to show you how easy it is just to put on. There's quite a few ways to put these on here. So just take your time, play with it. Make sure you find the right and exact way for you to display it around your house. Trust me, they're going to love it when they see it. I hope you guys make your own. And if you do, tag me on it. I would love to see what you came up with. And yeah, and until next time, bye you guys.